Hey guys, and welcome to the Rhen of Fate 10-man raid guide. First things first, the trash. The easiest way is to stack everyone behind this cage and pull the adds to you. Once the mobs are in line of sight, just go nuts with the AoE CCs. We use the following raid setup for the next boss. 2 tanks, 1 Fury, 1 Chloro, and 1 support, in our case it was a bard. This boss fight is pretty straightforward. You have 3 bosses, 2 are active while one of them is on the Mania Siphon platform. This is the platform that you see at the back. The ad inside the Mania Siphon platform is immune to damage and loses 1 stack of Mania every 5 seconds while inside. Let's look into the different mechanics of the fight. The bosses will get a buff called Bulwark of Iron or Bulwark of Stone. The players will get a buff called Chosen of Iron or Chosen of Stone. These buffs will start about 30 seconds into the fight. How this works is you have to match the Bulwark buff with the Chosen buff, else the damage will be reflected back to you. So let's say you have the buff Chosen of Iron, you will need to DPS the boss with the buff Bulwark of Iron. Some abilities like damage over time only reflect the first tick back to you, so double dipping is advised on this fight. The boss will gain a buff called Comrades Apart or Comrades Near. On near the bosses have to be close to each other, on apart the bosses have to be away from each other. If you are too slow or fail to do so, they will each do AoE damage every 2 seconds. The bosses will gain a stack of Mania every 5 seconds, this increases the damage they do. You have 2 ways of lowering the stacks of Mania. The first way is to use blue Siphon Orbs. These are orbs that will spawn randomly around the room. They dispel 4 stacks of Mania each. The person playing support should be running the orbs. You just need to go on them, this will buff the player, and then he needs to run to the boss to apply it. The other way is pull one of the bosses on the Mania Siphon platform. He will trade places with the boss that was inside of the platform. The active boss will become immune and the immune boss will become active. While inside the Mania Siphon platform, the boss will lose 1 stack of Mania every 5 seconds. Once you kill one of the bosses, the one inside the Mania Siphon platform will come out, so be ready to pick him up. That's about it for the abilities, so let's get to it. The way we did it is to swap one boss with the one inside the platform on the first Comrade Apart or Near. You can see a pulsing AoE coming from the bosses, this is the Comrade Near or Apart effect. Be fast to move the bosses on Comrades Near and Apart to avoid unnecessary raid damage. You can see the first boss swap happening in the back now. Just pull the boss you want to swap on top of the platform and he will swap automatically. After the first swap you have to keep an eye out for the boss's HP. If the active bosses have less HP than the one inside the Mania platform, you will need to swap the lowest HP boss for the one inside the platform. The orb should always be used on the boss with the highest stacks of Mania. Except of course if the boss is close to dying, then you should use it on the other one. As you can see, my boss has the lowest HP, so I'm going in to swap him now. When the siphoning orb appears, it will be notified by an emote that you can see now. If you look at my buffs, you see that I have a brownish buff. This is the Chosen of Iron buff. These are the buffs I told you about earlier. You need to match those with the boss's buff. If you don't, you will be reflecting your own damage. But keep in mind that you can dot the other one. Even if you don't have the matching debuffs, you will only reflect 1 tick of the damage. So some classes like Shaman and Warlocks can do some nice double dipping on this. The Bulwark and the Chosen buffs will be changed every 20 seconds. First the boss will cast the Bulwark on himself, and shortly after that you will get your Chosen buff. Just keep an eye out and be careful not to kill yourself while he changes. And don't forget to use the orbs on the bosses with the highest stacks of Mania. You can now see one of the siphoning orbs on the ground. The player in charge needs to run on top of it to get the buff and bring it to the boss. Keep doing this until one of the bosses dies. Once one of the bosses dies, the one inside the platform will become active, be sure to pick him up quickly. Keep doing the mechanics for the last 2 bosses. Once one of the 2 remaining bosses dies, the last one will stop doing Comrades Apart and Comrades Near, so just single target DPS him down. And that's it guys, good luck on your kill! I will add the career alerts that I have for this fight in the video info, so make sure you check that out. And as always, thanks for watching!